Throughout your life, you've probably dreamed of an engagement ring, admired a sparkling necklace, or saved up for a special gift. Diamonds have always symbolized love, success, and commitment. But did you know that same sparkling stone can now be grown in just 2 weeks? No billion-year wait, no deep mines, just pure science. So how did we turn one of nature's rarest treasures into something we can create on demand? Today, we explore the incredible technology of lab-grown diamonds right here on The Making. For centuries, diamonds meant rarity. Billions of years underground, tons of earth scrambled, just to find a few carats. Scientists tried for decades to make diamonds in a lab, but early attempts were unstable and dangerous. Then, in the late 20th century, they finally cracked the code. Today, lab-grown diamonds are transforming jewelry and technology alike. But how did we manage to create nature's hardest crystal? Let's dive into it right now. Here's the part most people get wrong. Lab-grown diamonds aren't fake. They're 100% real. The same sparkle, the same carbon atoms, the same hardness that's been worn in wedding rings for centuries. So where's the difference? Instead of waiting billions of years underground, scientists recreate Earth's extreme conditions, found 150 kilometers deep underground, right here on the surface. That means 1,500 degrees Celsius heat and pressure 60,000 times stronger than the air around you, all controlled precisely enough to grow crystals atom by atom. It's like building a miniature Earth's core that you can switch on and off like a light bulb. One way to grow diamonds is HPHT, meaning high pressure, high temperature, basically the world's most extreme pressure cooker. A paper-thin diamond seed is placed in a cell filled with carbon powder. That cell goes into a massive press where 6 anvils squeeze with a force like balancing the Eiffel Tower on your fingertip. At the same time, electric current heats it to 1,500 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt steel. In these conditions, carbon attaches to the seed and slowly grows into diamond, layer by layer. The process takes 1 to 2 weeks, and even the smallest change in heat or pressure can ruin it. One mistake, and it's start over for the scientists. The second method, CVD or chemical vapor deposition, works inside a vacuum chamber like a high-tech microwave oven. Diamond seeds sit on a platform while methane gas and hydrogen are added. Microwaves then superheat the gases into plasma, which is hotter than the sun's surface. At that heat, methane breaks apart, releasing carbon atoms. Those atoms fall like tiny snowflakes onto the seeds, stacking neatly into diamond crystal. The process is slow, about 1 millimeter a week, but the precision is unmatched, with purity controlled to 1 in a billion. Natural diamonds get their colors from random impurities that build up over billions of years. In labs, scientists can control the color on purpose. Want yellow diamonds? They add a little nitrogen. Blue? Just a tiny bit of boron. What about pink? They beam electrons at the crystal after it grows, changing its structure slightly to create that peachy hue. But the most amazing part? Labs can even make colors that are almost impossible in nature. Pure colorless diamonds, which are extremely rare in the wild, are actually common in labs. Just keep impurities out, and there you have it. Every lab diamond goes through testing with machines so advanced they'd impress NASA. Lasers scan the stone to find even the tiniest impurities. 3D mapping checks for hidden stress inside the crystal. And growth patterns are studied too. Lab diamonds form in perfect cubes, while natural ones grow in octahedrons. Here's a fun fact. Lab diamonds can actually be too perfect. Jewelers sometimes spot them because they lack the tiny flaws that make natural diamonds unique. It's like comparing a hand-drawn circle to one made with a compass. Growing a natural diamond takes 3 billion years to form, 250 tons of rock mining, leaving massive environmental impact. But a lab diamond? Just 2 weeks, using the power of a small household machine. To put it in perspective, making a 1-carat lab diamond uses about the same energy as running your fridge for 2 weeks. Mining that same diamond naturally would mean moving 250 tons of earth, enough to fill 10 apartments. So now you know how lab diamonds are made. Can you tell them apart? With your eyes, no. They shine the same, with identical brilliance and hardness. Only specialized machines can do so. They pick up tiny differences in growth patterns, microscopic impurities, or how the diamond glows under certain light. It's like telling twins apart. At first glance, they look identical until you check their fingerprints. Fascinating, right? Today's labs are taking diamonds far beyond jewelry. Scientists are growing diamonds with built-in electronics for quantum computers. Some are so pure they're transparent to UV light, perfect for advanced optics. Others are made harder than natural diamonds for heavy-duty cutting tools. The real breakthrough is, we've taken Earth's longest process and put it under human control. From 3 billion years to 3 weeks, from 150 kilometers underground to a lab bench, from pure chance to atomic precision. A lab diamond isn't a mere imitation. It's proof of what humans can achieve. We've recreated Earth's most extreme conditions, controlled plasma hotter than the sun, and arranged carbon atoms into nature's hardest material. So the next time you see a lab diamond, don't think it's fake. Think of one of humanity's greatest engineering achievements. We didn't just copy nature, we mastered it. That's how lab-grown diamonds are made simple, turning billions of years into mere days. Which one do you prefer on your wedding ring? Natural diamond or lab diamond? Drop your comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more secrets that are literally changing the world.